Well, I think you're pretty successful. I mean, Welcome to Improving Parent-Child Relationships. In this episode, we will revisit Kathy after 3 years. You may remember her from the first episode in the series. Kathy has become very good at developing routine and consistently following through. As we begin, Kathy recalls recently viewing the video of 3 years ago with her children.
Mom was there, so all of us sat there and watched it and laughed, and my kids go, "Ah, I did that," and it's like, you still do.
What kinds of things do you think they still do a bit of?
Pushing the walking in and out of the kitchen with their food and drinks. I still don't let them walk around the house with their drinks, and they still try.
They still try, but you know where you are about it. Well, I think that's the business of the child, just to check once in a while and to experiment. Let's take a look, and we won't go too long. We'll stop and we talk about it, just like we did in the old days.
Okay.
Oh, that's it.
Why don't you put Dodger outside for a few minutes?
Dodger!
Pick up those papers, please, and put them in the recycle bag. And Joseph, let's do your reading assignment. Where's your pencil?
Oh.
Here, go sharpen that, please. Sit down.
You asked her to go sharpen the pencil, which may
yeah.
seem like a small thing, but it gives her something to do and helps him stay on task too. And are you aware of that strategy of working with them?
I think that I was at the time, yeah. It was just go do something else for a minute, and she's helping, and that way I can get Joseph started.
I think that's very, very nice here. And this is sort of reading homework he's doing or something?
It's a book that I bought. He went from the bottom of his reading class, the bottom reading group in his kindergarten class, to the top in his kindergarten in like a month. We're about 70 lessons into it. And I hate doing it because it's like torture to get him to sit there and read the whole thing, but it is so totally worth it. And he doesn't like it that much either, but he likes the idea that he knows how to read now.
Oh, sure, and he likes the progress and the feeling he can do it. Giving tasks to children when they are not the focus helps them feel included.
You ready? You're going to say all these sounds fast.
All right.
Ready? Go ahead, say it fast. Okay. Samantha, why don't you go play in your room, please, until I'm finished with your brother. Do you want him to be here for an hour or 20 minutes?
20 minutes.
Okay, go play in your room for 20 minutes. Why don't you go read a book or play with your Barbies?
So you suggested she play somewhere else, right? A thing I like very much is you pointed out to her, well, this could take 20 minutes or it could take an hour, and I suppose you mean that if you have to stop and interact with her and get distracted, it's going to take a lot longer to do. And so she's actually part of choosing how long it's going to take to do it. And it seems like she's very well aware of that, made her choice and left.
Yeah.
That's good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's so much more resourceful than go leave us alone, we have to do this, we don't want to do this. It's just it's a nice way to interact with her, I think. Whenever possible, let children decide rather than telling them what to do.
Get ready to read all these words the fast way. Go ahead.
Say.
No, put it down.
As soon as she becomes part of the picture, then his book becomes uncontrollable. To kind of pull you back over to him. So we see a little bit of sibling stuff going on here. Is that something they sometimes do?
All the time.
Yeah, they both like you a lot. And yet I think your way of handling it's very nice. You just do the necessary thing and move right on. Do you feel that way?
I try.
I think you do well.
You're almost down. Say this word.
Come.
Good job. Next.
Love. Find. Live. With.
Okay.
No.
No. Okay, perfect. Good job.
two people who probably hate the activity really are focused on it, doing it because they understand the outcome's positive, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think while he might not like the activity itself, I think he likes being with you.
I try not to let him know that I don't like it so much.
Well, I think you're pretty successful. I mean, if I were to look at this, I'd say that you're pretty engaged in the activity and you're giving him encouragement and you're moving forward with him.
I'm convinced it works.
Yeah.
So I keep doing
believe
it.
Yeah, good. Keeping a positive attitude toward a necessary task helps children do the same. Shows at 4, she's totally able to entertain herself when it's important to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would this be kind of typical for what she's able to do?
She can. She plays really well by herself. She doesn't like to.
Mm-hmm.
She likes to have other people around. I had
To the moon. In the moon.
So go ahead and trace them and make some more.
J.
You're J.
What are you doing? Copying your brother? You know you're going to have to clean all this stuff up, right?
It's your birthday. I made a house. I just made a house.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Who's in your house?
My baby.
That's a cake?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to sing to me for my birthday?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Slow it down.
You meant to go in there and see how she's doing.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. And why were you doing that?
Because she let Joseph and I do the reading
Mhm.
assignment and
Mhm.
didn't bother us too much, and so I wanted to
Yeah.
confirm that I'm still here and that thank you for doing a good job without giving her what she wants.
Yeah, check in with her and show her you are interested in her and a little bit of acknowledgement for how she handled herself and played. And also it just looks like you kind of enjoy visiting with her too.
Yeah, she's fun.
Yeah. Spend time with children to show appreciation for positive behavior.
If you guys clean up, you guys can play outside. Do you want to do your alphabet again today?
Yeah. The pink one.
The pink ones? Okay.
Mama,
Well, I can't see it if you're shaking it in my
in the
face.
same anymore. Here's a pistol for you.
He wants you to look at something there, right?
His paper that he wrote his sounds on.
Mm-hmm. And there are people who would find this annoying. I don't know, the shaking the face thing. And you're just observing the situation. I can't read it when it's shaking. I mean, and I think that's pointing out the needs of the situation. If you want me to read it, maybe you'd stop shaking it, right?
Yeah.
But it's not telling him what to do, I think. And among parents, of course, it's very tempting all the time to tell people what to do. But you're not doing it.
He does show me his paper every time because I don't let him put it away until I see what he's done.
Mm-hmm.
And then he puts it away, so.
So he's following the routine.
Yeah. And sprucing it up a bit.
Focus on the needs of the situation. Follow established routines.
Let me see.
I did do 2. I just have to do one more.
Those look pretty good.
And
This one looks good too.
and this and
So
this.
go ahead and put your stuff away then.
He's going to put his things away.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you bring that about? In life, I mean.
I've just never put them away for him.
Mm-hmm. So he's not been led to believe that he has anybody to wait on him with this, right? And he's going to be doing it.
Yeah.
It feels very orderly to me in a good kind of way. And that's probably what you intend.
Mm-hmm. Nothing.
Trying to balance on my head. Put your hips over. Okay. Mommy.
Yeah. What that one?
Now it was time for you to do an activity with her, so he gets some time to work on something with you, she gets some time to work on something with you, and he's over there at the desk working by himself. So now you have a chance to work with her without him interrupting.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like you set that up pretty well. I mean, they each get some time, and the other person contributes to that good time by working on their own a while, right? And I don't imagine that just happened. That's something you thought about and took steps to do.
Lots of repetition.
Lots of repetition. In the business of having some time with each of them without the other one interrupting, what did you do when one of them did interrupt too much, beyond just checking in?
Send them to their room, made them go sit on their bed. There's various things. It would depend on the situation that we were in.
But it sounds like regardless of what they were, that what you were interested in demonstrating is, I am going to spend this time with one of them, and the other one, you're really not going to be interrupting this. That is, so they learn through consistency. Being consistent teaches children what to expect. Expect siblings to allow each other to have time with you.
Did you get yourself a sticker for your chart? Are we done?
Look how much stickers. Look how much stars.
Yeah. You got most of them done, huh?
Stickers mark achievement here, right? It's just kind of a way to document where he is in the 100 points. So it's not so much the sheer joy of getting a sticker, but kind of a little tracking system for him, right?
So he can see how far on a board rather than just in the book.
Yeah, it's visual, something he can see. He puts the stickers on.
Yeah, he goes and gets them himself. I started by giving him a sticker every day, and then it went to you can go upstairs and pick your own out and get it out. And
Great.
No, can I play outside?
After you clean up your room.
Okay.
The way it's supposed to be cleaned up.
Going outside yet because they were supposed to have picked up the rooms first, right? So how likely is it they would be going outside without having picked up the rooms?
Not.
Right. So I think this is just a nice order of the situation. It's not time to go outside until they've done their work. Tell me a little bit about the room picking up. What do you expect and how does it generally go?
I'm pretty strict. It's clean all the time. And when they're done playing in it, they clean it and they don't go anywhere or do anything else. They can do, they can play and they can get everything out and turn everything upside down, that's fine, but they got to clean it up. I'm not going to do it, and I like,
I'm not sure I think that's so strict. It sounds pretty reasonable. They're not ready to do something else. You're not asking them to scrub the floor and wash the windows. I mean, you have some expectation about what is reasonable. What is reasonable from your point of view for them?
Well, I've cleaned their rooms a few times, and they know what it's supposed to look like because I get them to help me, and they have to. When I clean their rooms with them or for them, they have to be in there and they have to be involved. I'm not going to do it when they're not there.
Sure. So with the language, the way I like it, which is kind of shorthand, I think, because what you really mean is there are some specific things, like things aren't just jammed in a drawer. They're where they're supposed to go. I don't know that I see that as strict. It seems pretty reasonable. Why do you think of it as strict?
Because there aren't a lot of other parents that make their kids clean their rooms up every single day and every time they play with their toys. And
They
just
want
if you're in comparison with other parents.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think other parents would tell me. I mean, they would want to do this maybe if they could. But I don't know whether a lot of people even understand that it's possible. And yet I guess I see you as being consistent and following through on things that I think are reasonable rather than necessarily strict. Children can meet clear and reasonable expectations. He's 4. And I just think in terms of positive expectations about one's ability that you have conveyed, and her picking that up and understanding that and acting on it, she's doing a really good job for a 4-year-old, don't you think? With positive expectations, children can be very capable.
When you're done, let me know. There's a marble on the floor.
I just stepped on it.
Can I go outside? Can I go outside?
Yeah, you can go outside, Samantha.
Okay.
Thank you. Joseph, you're not done with your room.
Why?
Because I know it's not clean. I was just down there. You better go double check again. Make sure that you clean it up the way I like it. Joseph, there's trash under there. Is Sean there? Oh, that's funny. No, I can call
Those
back
aren't
later.
perfect. I mean, they're not lined up. They're just kind of in the bookcase. And you have detected trash under the bed, which to me seems like a reasonable thing to ask somebody to pick up. Do you think so?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know that I think this is so strict. I think you're kind of holding him accountable. And I think the language, clean the room the way I like it, I don't think you so much mean do it because I'm telling you to do it, but because we both understand what that involves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he's fallen a little short here, and I think you're being pleasantly insistent that it be done before he goes to play, right?
Mhm.
Which I think is pretty good, you know? Be consistent, following up on expectations.
I'm going to keep your marble that you didn't put away. I'm going to put it in my print. You should put stuff away where it goes.
Okay.
And then you can go put your shoes on class and play.
I want to play video games.
I said you weren't going to be allowed to play video games today, remember?
Some kind of rule about the video games.
In the span of about 10 minutes, he asked me twice and had a little fit about it, and so I told him he couldn't play all day.
Mm-hmm. So from your point of view, you can ask me, and the answer will be yes or no. It's the fit you're taking issue with, right? You don't want to deal with fits. So if you choose to have a fit, you're just choosing. We're not gonna go back and forth about this at all today, right? So now he's doing just a little bit of checking to see whether or not you meant that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And did.
A lot of times, not a lot of times, well, maybe a lot of times, I forget some things. Some things I have to write down so I can remember.
No video games today.
Well, like if I tell my daughter, you know, if she can't play outside for a couple of days because of something that happened, I might totally space it and let her go outside, so then she has the, you know, oh, she forgot. Maybe I can do it, you know, anyway because Mom forgot. And, well, you know, I know all too well about, oh, well, she's not going to remember. I'm going to do it again, or, you know. And I don't want to be the parent that forgot and just let my kids run all over me.
It sounds like you try really hard to keep track and to be consistent and follow up.
I try.
Yeah. Well,
It's not easy.
I know. I know it's not easy, but I think you're doing really well. Do you think so?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I do. And I think that's why we're not seeing more power struggles, because at this particular point, he could have taken you on about this, but he doesn't, and I think he knows it's because there's not much chance he'd get his way, right?
Well, he wouldn't be able to play outside if he decided to fight with me.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'd just take more.
Yeah. So I think that you have established a good kind of credibility with him, that he knows that most of the time, maybe not perfectly so, but most of the time, you really will keep track, you really will follow through, he really will be accountable, and so there's not a huge amount of wiggle room here, right? But a little wiggling once in a while, just to check, is okay for him. Being consistent can be hard work, but in the long run, it's easier than being inconsistent.
Put everything away because you're going to eat lunch. Put it all away.
I didn't put all that stuff out.
Did you help your brother? Put all the stuff away.
I just didn't take all that stuff out.
Do you know what happens if you argue with me and then you run out of time and then you don't have time to eat before school?
I didn't take all that stuff out. I didn't take all the stuff out.
Just come to lunch. He hasn't picked up some things that needed to be picked up. And then I think he said, well, I didn't leave them all out. But you didn't argue with him about who left them out or where they are. The point you're making is we're not ready to eat lunch. And I think what's interesting about it is his sister then got up to help him. And I don't know whether that's because she had honestly left some of those things out herself or she's just being generous or what. But it feels to me like that's the result of they're all in the same boat together, right? So is your rule that he doesn't begin to eat lunch before things are put away, or both of them don't eat lunch?
I don't know who did it, and I'm not going to try and decide because it's just too much wasted energy.
So I think it's interesting in terms of dynamics because she could actually sit there quite a while waiting for lunch while he goes to clean up. So if she left something out, whether or not she left something out, it sort of makes sense she'd help pick up. I think this is a good thing going on here, right? Yet at this point, I guess I can fully appreciate how much time you spend just keeping track of what's going on and what should happen next and following up and watching to see did they pick up. I mean, you're pretty on task with all that, aren't you?
I try.
There must be times when you get tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's
And I'm
really
not always
important.
nice. And I'm not always calm.
I don't think everybody's always nice or always calm, but it really looks to me like your efforts in following through and consistency really do pay off because it looks like a fair amount of the time they believe you, they know they need to do what comes next, they do it, and there isn't much fighting about it. Cleaning up after one activity before starting another is a good routine. Expect children to help out regardless of who did what.
You got 10 minutes before you have to catch your bus.
You don't eat that?
You don't get to eat what I was going to give you. You can eat that instead. So you're going to be late because you have to finish eating all your lunch because you were screwing around.
I like eating.
It's got a minute.
Out that it's about time for the school bus, so there's not much time left. So in this last minute, he's consuming his quantities, right? Because he knows he's going to run out of time.
Well, he can eat it when he gets home from school, but he's not going to get anything else until it's eaten, and he wants all the fun stuff later.
We see here the potential for just a little bit of power struggle over the food, and him waiting until the last minute. But then going right ahead with it because I think he thinks you're not going to give in or it's not going to be some other way. A little bit of testing.
Yeah, and I don't give them food though that I know that they won't eat. I don't like feed them things that I know.
Here's your
I'd sound
liver for
terrible. It's
lunch.
like you're going to eat it. I don't care if you like it or not.
Yeah,
I give them stuff I know that they will enjoy, but
yeah. So what's there to fight about then? Serve food children enjoy and give a reasonable amount of time for eating. Avoid power struggles over food.
When you finish, you can bring your stuff in, okay, Joseph?
Joseph is going to bring in his plate when he's done, and you've got Samantha's plate. Can she carry it in?
she can, but I don't want her to accidentally drop the food on the ground so the
okay.
dogs get it.
Oh, I see.
I want her to eat it.
Because she hasn't eaten it. Okay. Boy, you've got her number.
Not to be wait now.
No, why don't you go wash your hands and face, and then look at yourself in the mirror, make sure you got it all off. No.
Don't you want all your friends to see me wearing your backpack?
This combination of consequences and fun. He was swinging it around. I'm guessing you didn't want to be hit by it.
Mm-hmm.
So you just took it from him and put it on, right?
Yeah.
And now he's kind of trying to get it back and is playful. So I think it's kind of a nice exchange between you, but also pointing out I'm not going to be hit by backpacks.
Yeah.
And there were no words exchanged here. This is all just what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes consequences can be playful.
Have a good day.
This looks pretty good to me.
And then I go home and go,
Yeah, I think you probably do, because one of the things I see in this for sure is that it really takes an enormous amount of energy to be doing this. This isn't an easy thing. This is sort of like 3 years of effort here, and look how well it's going, but it just didn't automatically happen at all. She put in major effort.
I always remember what you had talked about how the kids can see, you know, how can I get this big person to explode and lose control, and then they have that control of being able to do that to a bigger person, and I don't want them to have that control over me.
Right, exactly. One of the reasons why I don't say much is they'll argue with it and they'll see I'm upset, and that's what they're after. It's not about the potato chips or the backpack or anything. It's about the sheer fun of seeing somebody big become little.
Yeah, lose it.
It's like you just
Scream at them,
lose it.
which I have.
Well, and I really want to encourage you not to be too hard on yourself, because I don't know anybody that's that perfect. And I think that the few times that, comparatively, that you get upset about something, look what it is measured against. I mean, it looks to me like, on the whole, you do a very good job of being clear about things, maintaining order, following through, acting and not talking. So once in a while, I wouldn't worry about it too much. It looks to me like you've really worked hard on making some decisions about what you want to be like and what you want to be like toward them and what kind of a relationship you want with them, and that you're just doing the things that move you in that direction. And I guess what I would want for you is not to be too disappointed if once in a while you're not quite there, because nobody's that good. But it sure looks good to me as I watch this. Does it to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. You probably identified with many of the situations shown. It's up to you to decide what would work best in your own family. Here are some of the main principles and skills in this episode.
If you guys clean up,
Follow established routines.
The pink one.
The pink one?
Necessary tasks can be done in positive ways.
Love.
With positive expectations, children can be very capable. Maintaining consistent expectations isn't easy, but it's worth it.
Because I know it's not clean. I was just down there.